Well, good afternoon, Conch Sound Pearls, and here it is. We are here again with two precious pearls this time from Conch Sound, and we are here today with brother and sister BEULAH. God bless, God bless, God bless. And so this afternoon, we just want to talk to you a little bit about Conch Sound and growing up and what it was like, and then to look at where you were before and how things are now. So just tell us, either one of you can get started.
Brother Fowling from CONCH, so I was,
Okay, that's fine.
well, when I was growing up, we didn't have no tar road, we didn't have no light, we didn't have no water, and so many different things we didn't have. But when I look back at my life now, God had been so good to me, to us. He provided a husband for me that was a blessing to me and my family. And after that, well, I started having children.
How many children did you have?
I think I had 11, because I buried one. She was 5 months, weeks or months, 5 months, I think. That was the second girl. She was behind Debbie. And it went on from then. Deborah. It was Deborah and Lydia and Mary. After them, I started to have the boys. Well, I had 5 boys straight up. No mixing. And I lose another boy and another one. I don't know what it was. No how. So now we have 4 daughters and 5 sons. Well, I can't count the grand and the great grand. I didn't know what that was. So God bless us. God really put a special blessing. The pastor could tell you, in our time, we didn't have food like that. And God provide different from how it is now. Because in those days, we could have come from school and go to the dilly tree and get as much dilly as you want. It ain't like that no more.
No, no.
The grove round there now, that used to be the lone coconut. Could have coconut. The children don't even eat the food like what we used to.
And it was healthier.
Better. Because we had coconut, could eat fruits, could go around the bay and get different things. And their crab was the meat. So we had all those things. And it was good. When God made the creatures, he said, and it was good.
It was
when
good.
he finished with the days, he said it was good. And we was really blessed. I had my children. I never go places and leave them. I was so particular with my children. I never leave them out. Never leave them with people to mind for me. If I can do something, mother gotta be home. Because in those days we like to fish it. So we go in right out to the blue hole, catch as much fish as they want. Could get Concord there.
Wow.
Could find crawfish now and then. My children, like Matthew, he could get crawfish and conchs now and then out there. So that's how we made it. We didn't have no load of food. We didn't have no load of soap to bake it with. No. But God bring us up. He provided, he bring us up, he lift us. And when you're thankful to God, he bless you more. And the thing is to pay your tithes.
Yes.
And that's what we used to.
Be obedient. You take care of
Pay
God,
your
sister,
tithes.
He'll take care of you.
I just tell the church that you pay your tithes and you would be surprised. I paid my tithes last Sunday, and I went low sound. I had $50 in my purse. Mary said, Mommy, I ain't got no money. I say, you take the $50. And the one store, one of my family come and put $100 in my hand.
Double for your trouble.
$100.
Double.
So people think they could hold it from God.
No.
Because I got to buy a bit of food for my children tomorrow or the lunch money. Leave it to God.
Leave it to God. That's right.
And He would provide for them more than the money what you were saving for them.
Yes, ma'am.
See? And you go in my home, I ain't short of nothing. Not today, I am not short of nothing. Man, what my enjoyment is my TV. I turn that on and I catch that gospel all day, that spiritual all day. It's I well now. When I walk, I just stumble. And I scared of that. I fall the other day. I fall my Swiss Monday or Tuesday. I had somebody doing it in my closet. And I went in Timothy room, I lay in his bed. And when I went to get up, it felt to me like the drawer was closer than it.
And you went to reach.
Yeah.
You fell.
This shoulder and this knee, this one.
Wow.
So when I walk, sometimes I just stumble.
You have to take it down.
So I gotta be careful, and then they got things that I can hold on to. So all those things, God bless us. He blessed my children, and they just take good care of me. And the church, if it's anything, but I can't wake in the church now. They know that. But I could get my offering and my money go right here.
That's as good.
See, this way, all my little offering or my money, my tithes, pastor could look in that book, and if he ain't see it, he ain't read it right or they ain't check it.
Yeah. So, Brother Fowler, tell us a little bit about you and your life, even though Sister Fowler said you're not originally from Conch Sound. Tell us a little bit now about, your life here in Conch Sound.
Yeah, okay. I enjoy my life. I am from Blanket Sound, a settlement maybe about 30 miles from here.
Yes, sir.
But I met my wife in the Basket Point area during the farm. And I was at the age of 20. I was 20 years old. I was working for irrigation, doing irrigation for the farm. And I met her. Then that was in 1963. And I met her. That was February. February I met her, and we talked, and I talked with her mother.
You had to write a letter too?
No.
Everybody who we interviewed said they had to write a letter.
No, I wasn't that intelligent because I haven't been through school like that. I had to write through my expression, you speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met her in February, and that's 1963. And I stopped her from working because she was working on the farm. I engaged her and I stopped her from working in February.
Wow.
And I told her when the company finished with me, we'll get married. Go to Nassau and get married. Well, that was February. March, the company got finished with me. Yeah, so and then I told her mommy that the company finished with me. So mommy just arranged for her to go to Nassau. They went to Nassau, and I went after them to Nassau. And we got married.
Great.
We got married in March. That was in March.
Wow.
We got married in March. That was the 28th of March.
You just had an anniversary.
1963.
Wow.
We got married, and things was rough because during that time the whole Bahamas had it rough, especially the black people. The white people always had it good because of their color. But we being black, we had it real tough.
But thank God you made it through.
Yeah, oh yes, yes. Well, it's the Lord what brought us through.
Yeah,
It's
and when you look
through.
at where you're at today,
yeah.
and like how Sister Fowler said,
Yeah, and after we got married, I got a job to Lightfoot Key with Shell. with the Shell company, with the distributor for Shell, Shell company.
So you lived in Nassau for a while then?
Maybe a month or two, because I remember I used to have to go up on those tall time to take sample for the office, and after that, I think I only worked there maybe about 2 weeks. I worked there maybe about 2 weeks, and the wife, when I got home, the wife said to me that she wanted to go home, we want to go back home. So I said to myself, ain't nothing happening there, no job or nothing. And you know, I have a job in Nassau. She said no, she wanted to go home, but she always had she always could have ruled me in that sense. That's how much I love her. Yeah, she always had the last say. So, so I say, okay then, we'll go home. So I came home, and one of the company I used to work for in the timber company, after they heard that, the boss heard that I came back home, he come for me to work for them again, but I didn't like the job because it was fatiguing, and the pine wood, doing those pine and stuff on trucks and all of that. But I had no other choice. So after that, it wasn't long after that, the farm opened back, and I went back to the farm. Mr. Smith, and I went back to work for that season. And I told him I need a little more money because I got married, and he was American. He told me he couldn't pay me no more than he paid me the last season. So when I got back home, I tell the wife about it. So I worked with him that week, and when that week finished, we heard that they had plenty job in Freeport. So I decided to go to Freeport, caught a boat, and I went to Freeport, and I started working there. I worked there for about 3.5 years or so, and she had a very good job, a big company, Alco Shipping. And the last job I had there, I was the mechanic for all the trucks, the big trucks and stuff. I was the mechanic. And when I gone home that night, because sometimes I had to wake at night to make sure the trucks running for when the ship come, the badge came with those loaded trailers. When I got home that night, she told me, say, darling, I won't go back home. Well, you working here like this, I don't want to stay here. So I say, yeah, but honey, nothing doing home. And, you know, I was making good money. I was making enough money that I could have built a house. Let's put it that way. So when she said that, she said, well, if you don't want it to go, I just let you know I'm going back home. I said, well, if you say you're going home, I don't have no other choice. That means I have to go. So when I went to work that morning, I told my boss, Mr. Landry, that my wife wanted to go back home. So he asked me what happened. I say, I have to go too because I can't let her go home by herself. So he asked me if the place where we live in is not good. They was just building those houses in Oxbill Creek. They didn't start occupying them. So he told me, say the company, say we'll get you a house. If she don't like where she living, we'll get you a house in Oxbill Creek. Well, I didn't know the place because we do a lot of delivery there. So I tell him, no, that is not the problem.
She want to go home.
She just, yeah. So, yeah. Like too long.
So just we just wrap up now because she's saying
yeah,
she's hungry.
Okay, so I end up back home.
And the rest is history.
Well, I went to another island and I got a job there which pay a lot more, the Great Harbor Key. Well, I think that was the last for me because there we established a church through me being there, working for the company.
Church got a prophecy.
Yeah, that's how come we could establish a church there. I was the one.
Wow. In Great Harbor Key.
Yeah.
Is that church still around today?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And that just, I think that was
that's
the
a
biggest, yeah.
Okay.
And I, that was under Bishop Curry. He was the overseer for Great Albuquerque. And we used to have the church in my restaurant, because I had a restaurant. So we used to have service there, and I used to be in charge because he lived in Nassau. So when he come down, like 2 weeks or so, then I take care of him also.
Good boy, Brother Fowler, you've been all around.
Yeah. So
Well, to God be
so
the glory, and we
was
give
it,
God thanks and praise that you all are still here
Yeah.
today. Not only are you all still making a contribution to the church, but by extension your children and now your grandchildren are also making a contribution. And so we say God bless you for that, and thank you for your time this afternoon.
Yes.
Blessings to you, and enjoy the rest of your Easter holiday.
You too.
And I appreciate your concern. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
all so much.
Appreciate
God
it
bless you.
very much.